Welcome back. Active investigations are underway today in New Orleans and Texas following the deadly New Year's Day attack in the French Quarter. Investigators are sifting through evidence on the scene as well as at least 2 other locations. Federal agents are searching the suspect's home in Texas. The Army veteran was stationed at what was then known as Fort Bragg and then was deployed to Afghanistan in 2009. Agents are also searching an Airbnb in New Orleans, and they believe some of the explosive devices were built there.
A truck ran down and killed people in New Orleans, and then this Tesla Cybertruck exploded outside the Trump Hotel in Vegas and injured people. Both happened the same day, and the FBI is now coming forward and speaking a little bit about what they've learned in these 2 investigations. NBC's Morgan Chesky is in Las Vegas for that story.
This morning, new details on that stunning Cybertruck explosion that happened outside Trump International Hotel on the Vegas Strip New Year's Day. 3 senior law enforcement officials briefed on the case, telling NBC News it's being investigated as a potential act of terrorism, and with questions arising over possible ties to the attack in New Orleans.
We're absolutely investigating any connectivity to what happened in New Orleans, as well as other attacks that have been occurring around the world. We're not ruling anything out yet.
NBC News learning investigators are looking into a possible military connection between the New Orleans suspect and the person inside the Tesla, according to 2 law enforcement sources. Authorities also confirming the vehicles involved in both incidents were rented from the car-sharing company Turo. The company saying in a statement they're heartbroken by the violence and are actively partnering with law enforcement authorities as they investigate both incidents. Yesterday, authorities also revealing crucial evidence found in the back of the truck after crews contained the fiery scene.
So those are gasoline canisters, they are camp fuel canisters, and large firework mortars.
They say the 2024 Cybertruck was rented in Colorado and arrived in Las Vegas around 7:30 a.m. Wednesday morning. The truck pulled up to the Trump Hotel roughly an hour later, exploding after less than a minute, injuring 7 bystanders and causing chaos inside the hotel.
We saw a lot of smoke through the windows. We go downstairs, and in the whole lobby, everyone's trapped.
New video shows the truck being taken away by law enforcement. And despite the charred aftermath, authorities say the explosion could have been much worse. Tesla CEO Elon Musk posting on X, Cybertruck actually contained the explosions and directed the blast upwards. This morning, officials stressing this investigation is just beginning.
That was Morgan Chesky reporting. Parts of the nation's capital now have a heavier than usual presence following that deadly attack in New Orleans. The area near Capital One Arena was busy with people attending the Washington Wizards game last night. Normally, the street is closed to vehicle traffic by 1 or more police cruisers. And last night, barriers and officers were present around that area. The police chief there says officers are prepared for 2 major upcoming events that will bring in crowds: the state funeral for former President Jimmy Carter and Donald Trump's 2nd inauguration as president.
Preparing for large crowds. That's what we specialize in here in the District of Columbia at the Metropolitan Police Department. We'll continue to work very closely with our local and state partners to see if there are any critical threats to the district, and if there are, we will posture ourselves accordingly.
Fencing that's hard to climb over is already up in the district ahead of January 6th. Fencing will also be erected for Trump's inauguration.